At 6:36, this is Music Radio WIXY1260. And people call them the Prefab Four, stars of TV and music and more. When the Monkees came on, all teenage girls would fawn. Great entertainment expected in store.
The Monkees, WIXY1260 Super Radio.
Rock group down the street. Super Radio. Go, go!
This critter comes to us from Wales, a big hit among all the females. They never make any bones when it comes to Tom Jones, his appeal always tipping the scales. And now here is Tom Jones on WIXY with She's a Lady.
6:47 here at WIXY, Phoebe Snow, Poetry Man. Speaking of the Poetry Man, we have Cliff Feightner. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
See, I've been practicing in my head. He's the Poetry Man, given that name by Jeff Kinsbach
and Ed Esposito.
We like those two guys. They are on WONE down there in Akron, where we both kind of come from.
Yep.
From that area, right, Cliff? Somewhere in that area.
Oh, you're in Norton, I'm in Rittman.
Exactly. So we listen to them in the morning every once in a while if I don't have WIXY on, which I usually have WIXY on, but every once in a while I'll catch them for the weather or something like that because they're telling me what's actually happening. I know I'm blowing away down the street or it's raining, but, it's nice to hear it, from somebody other than myself. So.
Well, they also have some great traffic reports, with Akron News Now.
Exactly, and they have one of my Charisse on the radio. Have you heard her?
Yes, I have.
Yes, she was one of my teachers at the Ohio Center for Broadcasting. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady, and I miss her terribly because we had a lot of good fun times with her. She's a lot of fun. So, Charisse, if you're listening, girl, I love you, I miss you. So anyway, Cliff has been giving us limericks and poetry and things today. That's why we played the Poetry Man, and he has taken a lot of the WIXY artists that we listen to every day here at the station, and he's written out limericks to them, and they've been wonderful. He is part of the Rittman Marching Band. He announces for the band during the football season, and he also has aspiration to be full-time on air at a radio station. Is that correct? Do you want to get into radio at some point in time? Have your own show?
That basically is on my bucket list, to be able to host at least one on-air shift.
Okay.
And the next poem that I have
go ahead.
is about Bruce Springsteen, and everybody knows that Bruce Springsteen had a lot of influence, from the Cleveland area, playing at the Agora, and
right.
One of the classic radio stations in the area had played him quite a bit, and also at about 6 o'clock on Friday night, right before the weekend salute, you would hear from Bruce Springsteen. We're going to hear a different one than that song, and the limerick I have is: in the 70s he made his mark, coming to us from Asbury Park. As his hits come across, he was known as the boss. Bruce Springsteen fills many a park. And now, on WIXY1260, here's the boss, Bruce Springsteen, with 10th Avenue Freeze Out.
WIXY plays more music.
Mike Ranieri always had a plan as the WIXY morning man. His aim was to shock at the place known for rock. His methods gained many a fan. And now we have one about the Beatles. From Liverpool came the Fab Four. In the 60s they had hits galore. In the Rock Hall of Fame, the Beatles their name. Hear one of their songs, you'll want more. And now on WIXY1260, here is the Beatles with 8 Days a Week.
Can you imagine if there was 8 days in a week? I could be on the air a lot more than what I am.
Another 6 more, yeah.
My boss is rolling his eyes, and I think they're stuck in his head. What am I doing?
At one time, teenage girl shoppers wanted records by these chart toppers. And Donnie, they say, stole their heart right away. Fans of Osmonds were all teeny boppers. And now, from WIXY1260, here is Yo-Yo by the Osmonds.
WIXY, Cleveland.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Lisa Jordan Magic Mike Show. Only on
WIXY1260 Super Radio.
7:01 here at WIXY. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for being here today, because now I get the bell every single time and it doesn't floor me.
And we can also say the King was in the WIXY studios. The King.
Exactly, the King, Ray King. He hasn't been here for a while, so it's good to have him back. Yeah, it's been a month. Yeah, he's having withdrawals.
He's jonesing.
Is he any relation to Kenny King?
Here's my dad. All the cheeseburgers I want.
I was going to say, you should go after Burger King. They have come out with a new sandwich called the Big King, which I think
that.
Kenny King's had
Yes, they
years
did.
ago.
I saw that. What a ripoff.
But Ray, he and I are going to be in the studio next Sunday. Before that, though, from 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock, we are going to be live doing a remote broadcast. Mike, tell us where we are going to be.
It'd be nice if I had some info.
Okay, right here. Right here.
Where?
See, right? I thought you were looking at it. That's why I thought. That's why I said that.
Here.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he had it in front of me.
Radio.
From 10 to 4, we're going to be at the Northeast Ohio Record and CD Show
And that is at
at the American Legion Hall, 22001 Brook Park Road. That's Fairview Park, Ohio.
from 10 to 4. Ray will be joining us at 1 o'clock. Mike and I are going to start that show out at 10 o'clock,
10 o'clock.
Sunday morning. So please come on out and join us. I guess.
And if you do come out, bring Lisa and I some coffee and
donuts.
And,
Yeah,
or
please.
she drinks tea, so bring
I drink tea, yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, and pickle juice. Yeah, I've got to have the pickle juice.
And then Ray wants some margaritas when he comes
Yeah,
out.
he likes the margaritas, and he's going to be wearing his short shorts.
Red Bulls, too.
And he got a Superman shirt at the Gallardi Fest, so we need to see that shirt. So you need to bring that. And also remember, on Thanksgiving evening, I have not been drinking pickle juice. On Thanksgiving evening, Mike and I are going to be doing a show live here at the studio. We are also going to have a guest with us at night, Tony
She's good with names, you know.
I'm telling you right now, right? Tony Manieri, he is the writer and author of Penny the Christmas Pickle. We have received his book. It is wonderful. We love it, and we have loaded the song, so you all get to hear that song on Thanksgiving evening. We will roll that out here at WIXY1260. But tonight, we've had Cliff Feightner with us. Cliff is the poetry man, and he has been sharing some of his limericks with us on different artists that we play here at WIXY. He has probably done 15, 20. I mean, we lost count a while ago, but we have another one that he's going to share with us, because Cliff is going to be leaving us here shortly, which we are sad to say. But Cliff, you will come back and join us at some point in time again in the future. You'll bring us a whole new set of limericks and all of that, correct?
I don't have to write a book to come back.
Well, no, you don't have to write a book, but I would love you to. I'm serious. You need to put these down in a book, because these are excellent. You wrote one about me a few months ago, and I thought I had it on my Facebook page on my iPad.
That's how much she cherished it.
It
She couldn't
is.
find it.
Well, no, it's got to be there, because I saw it this morning on my big screen on my computer at home. So it must not carry over onto these smaller iPads. I don't know. It must get rid of some of the information, but I will find it, and that was wonderful. But seriously, you do need to think about putting these down someplace so that we can share these with everybody, because they are really, really cute and wonderful. And I know, how long does it usually take you to write one of these? That's what I was going to ask you earlier. I mean, some of them are just like probably right off the top of your head, but I mean, what's the shortest and what's the longest time it's taken you to write one of these things?
Well, sometimes it takes me maybe 20 minutes to write one. Other times, like, you know, if I'm listening to the radio and I hear about the dumbbell of the day that, you know, Jeff gives me over the air, and if I don't get a heads up on it, he might read the dumbbell of the day, give the news story, and I'm writing notes, you know, right there. And sometimes I call him during the commercial break.
Right.
So, you know, you're talking less than a minute.
We know that we've been sitting here writing one about Ray. He went to get his phone today, and they didn't have the one he wanted. So we've been looking at Ray, who is not happy today.
He really felt alone because he can't get his phone. What more do you think we can say?
There we go. See? We both did that one together in about, 5 minutes?
Tag Team Limerick.
Exactly. We could write a book doing that. Tag Team Limericks. I love this. Okay, you have one on one of my favorites. I love this guy. This has been, he's part of the Traveling Wilburys. Do you know that group?
Yeah.
Okay. He was one of my favorite. You could always tell Roy's voice in that group. So go ahead. This is Roy Orbison.
Roy Orbison, wearing dark glasses, always playing to please the masses. Emotions were sprung when his ballads were sung. Many artists his appeal surpasses. And now here's Roy Orbison with Only the Lonely on WIXY1260.
WIXY1260 709, and we are getting ready to say so long farewell to the Limerick guy. Cliff, it has been wonderful to have you here today, and I hope that you will come back. Oh, hear that little applause? Yeah, that's everybody in the studio.
Yeah, I'm bowing.
Yeah, he's bowing. He's taking a bow. You're going to get to see Cliff on the YouTube video. Ray's going to put that together. So stay tuned for that because we are excited to not only hear you, but they're going to get to see you as well. And see how that, that you do look like Bob Seger.
Well, I'm not a rambling, gambling man, however.
Oh, that was good. He opens his concerts with that. I've seen him twice in concert, and he's really, really good. The last time I saw him, he had Joe Walsh. Now, you want to talk a concert. That was amazing. But Joe Walsh can still kick it, too. You have to write one about Joe Walsh next time, okay? Can you do that? What rhymes with Walsh? We'll have to think on that. We'll have to tag team that one on Facebook, okay? We're going to let you go, but I know you wanted to say something before you left, so you go for it.
Well, first off, I do want to thank everybody for allowing me to come here tonight. I want to thank Ray. We've been communicating for several years now, either through Facebook or through email or whatever. I first learned of Ray from the WIXY1260.com tribute page. If you haven't been there, please go there. It is a great page. They're always updating information right there. If you want to learn about the history of WIXY1260, go on to the page. Ray has put quite a bit of effort into it. It's been a labor of love. He is the true definition of a fan of WIXY1260. Okay, I want to thank Lisa. She's the one that helped get this together once we became friends on Facebook. And I reached out to her and said, "Hey, I'm a band announcer too." And then we, talking back and forth
right?
On that. And then she started seeing my poetry, and then she'd be clicking like on everything that I do. And I try to run my Facebook page like a radio show every morning too. Unless the Browns are on or something like that, I might be writing limericks about the game. And no, I'm not going to write a limerick about today's Browns game.
It's had enough to say for itself.
Well, I just don't use that language.
Okay.
Okay. And also, speaking of Facebook, go over to just click in the search box, Poetry Man. Okay, and then you will see my Poetry Man page. The cover photo has a picture of myself with Jeff Kinsbach. You will see, my flowing locks on that right there. I post a poem at least every day, and every once in a while I will give some extras that you don't see on my other Facebook pages. And yeah, my aim is just to entertain on that right there and give people a chance to smile. Because we hear all negatives every day, I try to keep things a little bit positive right there.
And you do a great job, and I appreciate that. I enjoy the poetry page as well as your Facebook page. So, Cliff, thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate it. I'm sure Jeff appreciates all the limericks and things that you write for him for his morning show. They're wonderful. Keep it up. Please think about the book, okay? Because we would love to have that, especially with all of the talent and all of the information about all of the music artists. Everybody that you hear here on WIXY. So, again, thanks for coming. Come back and see us again real soon, okay?
Okay, and also, those people that are listening right now, tell your friends about this. This is some really great radio. You got people who love not only WIXY, but they love being on the air and being able to communicate with you. I have a passion to communicate, and so do these two folks sitting next to me, Lisa and Mike, and Ray sitting across. The reason that this is together right now, once again, is because he loves WIXY.
Yep, and we have Gary upstairs too, and Gary's a big part of this station, so we don't want to leave him out. Gary, this is his place, the boss. He's not the boss from New Jersey, but he's the boss from Lakewood. So,
well, he's the WIXY boss.
He's the WIXY boss. So thank you again for coming out. We look forward to having you come back, and let's let you bring in the next song. How about that?
Well, wait a minute. I play this Bob Seger because he looks like Bob Seger, and now the Browns, you said they lost.
Correct.
Yeah.
So there you go. He's setting it up for you.
You want to do it, Cliff?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
And now on WIXY1260, here is Bob Seger from the Motor City with Beautiful Loser.
Young man with the wisdom of an old